everybody, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. My name is Big Bill. How are y'all doing today? As I hope you're all doing well, hope you're all doing good. Hope you're all having a wonderful week so far. And yeah. Oh my, today is Wednesday, December 17th, 2025. How are we all doing? Hope we're all doing good. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you guys are watching from. Sit back, relax, and let's do some more harvesting and some more wood cutting, because we're gonna do this field, or we're gonna do this contract, and we're gonna do another contract. Got a few things to talk about. I have a few questions to answer, and yeah. First things first. Before we get too far, yes, I know I gotta move the rig. My goal right now is to get to the end of this. I'm gonna jump out of here, jump over into Peterbilt, and actually go move it. That way the bus can get through. I wanted to do this one whole row real quick. That way, we're not, even though I had the crop destruction off, I don't like parking vehicles in the field, especially if there's crops present. So what I'm going to do here is run back up, turn the harvester off, go over here to the truck, enter the truck, and park it over here in the field. I don't know why, I've always been like that. I've seen farmers like that too, especially here in my area where I live. In Pennsylvania, in Adams County, and York County too. So, but give you guys a closer look at the truck and the trailer. This is that triple hopper and the Peterbilt 389 with a Caterpillar 3406 in it. This is the stock motor. It's nothing too fancy. You can get a different motor, or I think with that one, I think there's 3 or 4 different options. I have to go to the store and look at it. Some of you have asked me to show off the mods in the profile. I will do that one of these days. I will also I won't do showcase video, or I won't do a video like I do for ATS or I won't do a video like I do for ATS where I just go show off the mod and pretty much talk to you guys about it. I pretty much won't do that, but I will show off the mods, all the ones I have and all the ones I've been thinking about getting. There's a couple mods I've been looking at. So yeah. And for some of you who did ask, no, none of these are paid mods. Most of these mods are all free, or actually all of them are free, to tell you the truth. So yeah. But first things first, we are in the New Holland. I think this is 770. Yeah, CH 770. We are doing another contract here. We're harvesting some canola, and then if you guys look on your top right of your screen, you will see that there's a harvesting, and then there's another contract for deadwood. We're going to go do that contract as well, as long as this field does not take super long. Go cut some more trees up, and then yeah. So I do have a couple things to talk about in this video. I know Monday I really didn't have too many things to talk about. So first things first, yes, this won't be regular, this game. I can answer that question right now. I did get asked this question, you know, what's the schedule going to be like? How is this game going to fit with Euro Truck and American Truck? Well, the plan is right now is this week to give American Truck Simulator a little bit of a break, get the Peterbilt 379 a break. Yes, I know, give a truck a break. I know, it's really weird saying that, but anyway, I figure why not, you know, bring some new life to the channel, bring a new game to the channel, and, you know, bring a game that I actually enjoy playing on my free time, you know, to the channel. Now, I have said before in the past I was going to bring Farming Simulator to this profile, well, or to the channel. Yes, that is what I am doing. I'm bringing Farming Simulator 25 to the channel. Like I just said, I don't know what the schedule is going to be like. I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys the schedule because it could differ. Because, you know, I could have a really bad day on ATS and not find a load, but instead, oh hey, I have a third option now. Instead of just 2 trucking simulator games, I have another option. Because the other games that I want to bring to the channel, they're mainly better with more people. I mean, don't get me wrong, Farming Simulator, American Truck, and Euro Truck, they're really good with other people as well. But, yeah. So, but we do have a mission in mind, just do more contracts and make more money. I haven't bought nothing yet, well, since the last video, which was Monday. The plan is to actually go buy another tractor, and then we're probably going to buy either a fertilizer or a cultivator or something along the lines of one of them two. So yeah. I did get asked this one question privately, why New Holland and Case over John Deere? Just, you know, in the last video I kind of did explain why. The reason for it is, you know, John Deere's good. Don't get me wrong, I'm not dissing John Deere. I don't think anyone can ever diss John Deere. Now, if you really hate John Deere and you can't really stand their equipment, okay, I can understand that part. The thing for me is like, I want to be like everyone else in using John Deere equipment. You know, I'd rather use some other equipment. And with Farming Simulator 22, well actually, I did play Farming Simulator 17. That one, I will admit, cold-heartedly, I did use a lot of John Deere equipment. Now, I was a fan of other stuff. I did use other stuff from time to time, especially because I was on a multiplayer with, I think it was like 5 other people. Now, we didn't record, we didn't do any of that. We all just had fun. None of us, we were doing it for fun. Some guys had New Holland. I think 2 of the guys had New Holland. One of the guys had Case. It was me and another guy had John Deere. And as for that, we are full. I wish we could open the cover from inside the combine. There we go. I don't know, is it calling for rain? If it's not calling for rain, I'll leave it open. There we go. Okay, we're clear. Alright, cool. We'll just leave it open. We'll leave it open. Normally I don't, and that's how I am with my single player, is I'll gladly just leave that shut, because my thing with the rain is, that's where I feel like the rain affects the most, but then, you know, it does affect while you're also harvesting. So, but anyway, you know, two guys had New Holland, one guy had Case, and me and another guy had John Deere, and they were all telling us, like, look, don't get us wrong, John Deere is good equipment, John Deere has excellent equipment, but you're paying for the name, pretty much. And I've actually been told that in real life, too, by a lot of people. So, let's do a little bit of first person. I just want to make sure I'm cutting that row. Accidentally turned it off. Oh my. Yeah, I wish we had that cinematic camera, like, I think it's camera number 8 on ATS and ETS2 where it does, you know, it'll be like so far away from the truck or the truck's coming at you and stuff, so. Yeah, it's actually a pretty decent sized field, so. So yeah. Alright, so one of the few topics, or one of the few things I got asked to talk about was, just checking, just making sure. So one of the few things I actually got asked to talk about, was how can modders, or how do I feel about modders going back and forth with games? And, you know, this was a private question. The guy, or girl, I can't really tell because they had a different profile name and different profile picture. It wasn't a human. It was like some design for something. I'm not mentioning the person's name or anything. But anyway, so the person asked this. And it's actually a pretty good question. How do I feel about modders going back and forth with games? Now, I asked them to clarify, are you talking about like Euro Truck and ATS, or are you talking Farming Simulator, or what? They go, Euro Truck and ATS. I said, okay. And then, really? There we go. And then, you know, they specified. I said, okay, well, can I put this in my next video shoot? And they go, absolutely. So this is just my take on the modders that go back and forth between Euro Truck and ATS. If they can do it, they can do it. If they're good at it, they're good at it. Don't get me wrong. Like, there's a lot of modders out there. There's a lot of people who make mods that can do both video games, like John Bruda, for example, or Jazzy Cat. The guys on Steam, there's a couple on Steam there that actually do both games, and you know, they actually do a pretty decent job with both games. They mainly, or they update them on a daily basis, or they bring out new stuff for them with every update, or they'll sit there and describe us or tell us, hey, this is what I'm bringing out with this new update for the truck, or this is what I'm bringing out for the new update for the trailer, you know, different cargoes, you know, stuff like that. Now, this is where it gets annoying for me. And the reason I say this gets annoying for me, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful to the people who do make mods. I'm just saying this now. The only thing I get annoyed with, or the only thing I do hate, is when they focus on one game, but they don't focus on the other game. Like, their attention is on the other game. Like, let's just do this for example. So, the past couple updates for ATS, okay? 1.55, 1.56, and now we're at 1.57, okay? That person's like, alright, you know, I have these mods over in ETS2, they're all fine on 1.5. They go over to 1.56, okay, they're fine. He goes back over to the mods for ATS, and he's like, alright, I'm gonna update them while, you know, the game was being updated. I'm gonna update them, you know? So he updates them, adds more stuff. Euro Truck, game updated to 1.57. Now, I'm not saying this actually happened, but if this did happen, please let me know how you feel about it. He'll just take the dev files and everything else and roll it over to match the newly updated game for Euro Truck. It's like, all right, in my opinion, why don't you give us something new for Euro Truck? Okay, you just gave us a new update for ATS with the truck or trailer or graphics mod or, you know, you name it. But how about you give us something new for the other game? You know, like, all right, what's so new about it this time? Like, am I expecting new cargo? Am I expecting new lights or new configuration? You know what I mean? So, and that's why I tell people this all the time. That is why I go for paid mods more than free mods. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of good free mods out there. There's a lot of good free mods out there. You just gotta find them. They are like a needle in a haystack, in my opinion. Now, don't get me wrong, the people who make those mods, they're great people. They truly are. You know, there could be a couple, you know, dick ones or asshole ones, but I'm just gonna say this for the fact, there's a lot of good ones out there, you know. Like, a lot of people are gonna ask me, okay, if you had to go with a truck that's a free one, which truck would you go with? Easily, Harbin's Freightliner FLB, or the edited Harbin Kenworth W990, or one of the SCS trucks, for example, you know, like the W900. You know, you can build that truck the way you want it. You know, it's not going to be all customized, you know, like you want it, but hey, you know, it's free, and it's always updated. So, I mean, now paid mods, I understand. If you don't want to pay a mod or you don't want to pay for it, I understand, I get it. You know, a lot of people are like that. I know a lot of people who play ATS or ETS2, they don't want to buy mods because they think they're overpriced or they don't think it's worth it. You know, they don't think it's that. You know, they don't think it's this. And I get that. I truly do. And we are full. Actually, no. So I actually got asked this question too, and we're going to do this question real quick. Yes, my OCD, or yes, that is me. I can't read what that other one says. All right, damn. Oh, okay, I see it. It's the hopper of the trailer. Okay, I get it now. Because I'm in the truck right now, it's telling me how much is full for the hopper. Okay, I get it now. The only reason why I'm saying that, and if you guys are, yeah, there it goes, now it just disappeared. The reason is because I got my timer up there to let me know how long my video is. So. Now don't get me wrong when I say this, and don't get me wrong when I mouth this off. Paid mods are worth it if you can make it worth it. If you play the game regularly, or you play the game every day, you can make that mod worth it. You know, so. But I will say, very good question, you know, and you know, I'm not gonna convince any of you guys to go get paid mods. I'm not. I just put the link down in the description to show you, hey, this is where I got the truck, check them out. You know, you don't have to. It's entirely up to you. I don't care what you do, you know. And I got asked that the other day, you know, when you put your link in the description, do you really want them to get on there? I'm like, I don't care what they do. You know, I'm nobody's boss, you know. Like I told you guys, I love doing YouTube. This is, you know, it's a nice thing to do. I love all you guys. I never expected to get all this love on here on YouTube. Thank you for all the love on here. The likes, the comments, all the subscribers. Thank you to all of you who have subscribed. And if you guys are new subscribers, welcome to the channel, you know. I love all of you. So, but I will only put links in my description. Like here, this is where I got it. You want to go take a look at it? Go take a look at it. Be my guest. You know, I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys what to do. You know, I'm not your boss. I'm not your mother. I'm not your father. I'm nobody on here. Like, and what I mean by nobody, I mean, I'm not your boss. Or I'm not your mother. I'm not your father. I'm not in charge of you, you know. I'm just a guy here from a small town in Pennsylvania, you know, doing a little bit of fun. Playing video games for fun. And that's what I've been doing ever since I started YouTube. You know, when I started doing all these YouTube videos, it's because I enjoy it. You know, I have fun. And these games, you know, they take your mind off stuff, you know. So. There goes the train again. I think that's like the 5th time. That has to be like the 4th or 5th time. Now, I did get asked this question too a while back, and I'll probably bring up this question again. Would it be cool to match these games together, ATS and Farming Sim? Absolutely. I think it would be badass. Do I think it's possible? Probably not. They're two different companies, Giant Software and SES Software. I don't think it would happen, but I think it would be pretty cool if it did. So. Alright, so we do have time to go cut some trees, as long as we get this little strand done here. Let's back up. So yeah. Now I did get asked this other question, and I should be talking about this on ATS or ETS too, but I did get asked this question. Hey, when you do your silent trips, are you listening to the game or do you listen to the TV, music? So I actually listen to music. I don't really listen. I don't listen to the game when I do my silent trips. I don't. So, all right. Whoa, baby. There we go. Okay, we're not making a pile on the ground, so that's good. Alright. So we're just going to do this while we're here. We'll fold the pipe. We'll bring the pipe back in. And we'll fold the harvester up. We'll leave the harvester. We'll back it up here. Now we're on the road. There is one thing I do want to check. Oh, look at that, another canola field. Boom. This one, oh, he's going down there. All right, cool. Cool. All right, straight. All right. We'll leave the truck down there and we'll go cut some dead wood down. And I do mean this when I try to say this. I am going to try to keep these videos under 40 to 45 minutes, you know. I think I said 30 to 35 minutes. I'm going to try to go a little bit there. That way we can do a little bit more stuff instead of just doing one big contract like this. So, what's our height? 12.6. Oh yeah, we're fine. Oop, mailbox. Yeah, that's another thing I'm trying to work on too, is the turning and everything else. I want, yeah, this road. Alright. Yeah, I'm looking at the clock. It shouldn't take us that long to unload. Might take us that long to find this place. No, I'm kidding. I'm actually gonna do is go down this way. Because my other profile, I found it way easier to go this way. Because that's where we unload right there. So you come down that road, it's a lot bit easier to get into. So, alright. Let's unload some canola. Switch it to the middle. And boom, contract has been completed. And we got some harvest income coming. We'll pull out here. Let's accept, or let's grab the money for that. Alright, so let's go cut some trees. I only gotta do 14, so they're right here, so all we gotta do is visit. Boom. Yeah, a lot of you guys have actually, someone did ask me why I do not come in here with a processor and actually cut them down and make a little bit of money. You don't really get that much. You don't really eat. And I tried that with Farming Simulator 22. Now, I might be wrong. They could have changed it, but last time I did it, I didn't get very much money for it, so, for the trees. So that's why I just leave them. Timber. There's a good little pile right here. Yeah, 2 of them. There's 1. Now, I will probably be asked this, but yes, if they're over a main road, I will actually go cut them and drag them. I know I'm cutting the wrong way, but there you go. It's gonna slide down like me. Here we go. It's not marked? Okay. Okay, it's not marked. Oops. Oh, man. There is one up here somewhere, I think. Yeah, I think it's this one. Oh, maybe not. Now, if this was live, I'd be like, all right, people, how many do I got to cut left? I think there's 14. There's another one. Yeah, no, you guys are gonna get a kick out of me doing this stuff. I think there's those two. Oh, here's 3 more, maybe. Yep, 3 more. Double check this one. Yeah, this one's good. Oop. These two are probably not in the circle, but oh, here's one. Just check these two real quick. This one isn't, but this one is. Tell me how that makes sense. We'll come back for that other one here in a second. Let's see here. Is this one? Yep. Okay, that one's not in the circle. I think there's another one. Yeah, right here. Absolutely. Boom. Alright, so I'll probably get everything prepared to do the next contract or 2 contracts depending on how big they are. Now let's see. Field 10. Oh, look at that. Field 10's right here. Alright, so we'll do that. Let's do this, actually. Let's do this one. And then we'll do that one in our next video. Sound good? Because